Yeah, welcome back to part 2. I just find out that my SSD got full, and the video that I was recording, I have to be recording it again, like continuing from part 1. So I was telling you that you have to be replacing this AliExpress with your project name. This project name for my project is dark web scraping. So I have replaced it with dark web scraping, and that's all. Now you are all configured to use the Tor proxy along with your Scrappy project, and that's the main point, because from now on it's just similar to like how we scrap a website, a normal .com or whatever domain website, not onion basically. So this is the basic setup that you need to start scrapping those sites. And now what matters is how you are going to scrap your site, like how you are going to find the URLs, etc., and what depth you will be needing. And as I told you that these I am scraping for a search engine, like for search engine oriented it's scraping is. So I'm scraping basically this URL, title, keyword, description, meta links, word frequency, and here everything is getting passed to my one function that I've created, which is cleanme, which basically does these, which performs these tasks. Because search engine is basically like you're searching a query, it's broken into keywords and then it will be searched. So these functions are being performed as cleanme function that I'm not going to discuss. You can uncomment this tf-idf if you want to be using it in tf-idf format, and just comment this one so that it's not returning over here. And these are the links that you don't need to mess up over here, because I'm using these. That's just basic algorithm that you can be checking, and this is for logging purpose. I'm having a log also. This is the parse function is basically what you are going to do with the response that you will be getting from that particular website. So I'm just taking its soup and finding this anchor text. I'm extracting its all the anchor text because I want to have more number of URLs from here, and these URLs I will be appending in this start URLs list, and then I will be I will give a callback so that these URLs that are added are also scrapped. And here what I'm doing is I'm finding .onion in them so that I only append onion links. And in this way, like if you may have seen that some URLs are kind of like this. We have these. I opened a site. Yeah, these don't have it. Some URLs will be like this. These are incomplete URLs and you have to be making them complete. So you can be using different algorithm for them, and you don't want these type of URLs to be appended in this list. So this onion filtration will remove them also. And below that I'm just cleaning this title, meta text, these all things that I'm extracting from here. And this is my recursion that I told you I will be appending those pages. And this is basically a store site which does have a lot of URLs to start from, like it has 13 categories like email, hacking, etc. And from here I'm just taking all those and fetching all the pages that are present on those particular directories, and then so it gives me a lot of URLs from here. So I give you a scenario, like the other thing is I'm mentioning here is change depth. So yeah, if you have cleared with this setup, like this is not setup, this is just clouding part. So I'll show you some settings that you can switch over here. Yeah, these are my settings: feed format JSON, feed URI.json. So you can change to CSV, or if you want to like you are using MongoDB online, and you can be having all the connections present here, and then you can be using it. This depth limit is basically like if I get if I give a page A, and from page A it gets other links, then those links will be chained as depth limit 1. And any other page, any new page from those pages will be their depth limit will be 2, and any URL from that page will have a depth limit of 3, 4 in this way. So there should be a point where my browser should converge, because I can't let it go on and on as I'm using it on my PC and it's consuming my bandwidth. So I have set depth limit of 5, and that's also too high. I'm just telling you, it's more than your factorial if you say. And after set this depth limit you can be changing, and yeah, that's it, the setting that you have to be doing from here. No other setting. So I can be showing you an example of any running this crawler. So this is, I am having two spiders here. One is DRL and the other one is UADD. DRL is simple. I told you this is a directory URL that I'm taking. UADD is basically I have added a file user added URLs. So in case like you come to my search engine and you want your site to be, and you find out that your site is not getting indexed in my DB. So you can be adding, you can be providing your URL and I will add that to user edit URLs. Of course, I'm not using any DB here. I'm just using file handling because at now it's in initial stage, and my purpose of making this is just only in Crawler. The search engine part I will be doing in like later on. So this UADD basically takes those URLs and then processes them. Else other things are mostly same, not completely same. I will say you, but like I have commented out this, I don't know why, because I was just testing it. You can uncomment it. This is the database that I have got. This is 7 MB file and it ran like it got broke in between, it's getting hang. So yeah, this is URL title, like what's the title of it, and then we have their meta tags. You can be checking it your own. There are a lot of things here. So let me go through, like I'm covered all the things. Yeah, this is the basic setup that you have to be doing, and then you can run your Tor browser. Basically what I wanted is that if you are making an onion crawler and you may be having some problem of initial setup, and I wanted to just help out in that. So I hope it does help, and I will be making some individual videos like how to open this onion URLs in your Firefox browser or whatever. And yeah, that's it. You can check out my GitHub over here, and the video is done. Thank you.